The executive chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Ola Olukoyede, has blamed the rising involvement of Nigerian youth in the financial crimes on poor parenting and family neglect. Olukoyede, represented by the acting director of the Kaduna Zonal Directorate, assistant commander of the EFCC, Ace 1, Bawa Usman Katongo, made the remarks on Friday, September 19, 2025, at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Kaduna. He warned that the failure of families to provide emotional, psychological, and material support exposes young people to economic and financial crimes, often aggravated by poverty, ignorance, and substance abuse. The nexus between family dysfunction and youth criminality calls for a multi-dimensional approach, both in diagnosing the negative outcomes and in administering the required remedies, he said. The EFCC boss noted that many students arrested for internet fraud cited financial hardship and lack of family support as justification for their actions. He stressed that mentorship, sports, and youth development programs could provide healthier alternatives. He further highlighted EFCC's preventive initiatives, including the EFCC Integrity Club for primary and secondary schools, the Zero Tolerance Club for tertiary institutions, the EFCC NYSC CDS Group, and the National Cybercrime Summit, all designed to reorient young Nigerians away from financial crimes. Do you agree with Olukoyede that what has brought us here with, like they call it on the streets, Yahoo Yahoo, and all of those, do you think what has brought us here has been parental neglect and poverty? Let's talk about it.
Well, to some extent, yes.
Okay.
That's not the whole picture of it. I mean, there's more to crime and fraud, especially in our society nowadays. I mean, it's true that, of course, every single being on the face of the earth, in this country, in Nigeria, in society, spawns from a family.
Okay.
Of course, that's the first relationship you build with people that now go before you get further into the world, going to the university, getting a job and all of that. It's not just a one-way thing, and it's also a thing of choice. Like I always say on the show, I think I've said it many times, parents can only do so much. At the end of the day, you won't kill your child after you have spoken to him or her and she does the wrong thing. Sadly, as it sounds, you can preach, I don't also want to believe parents would want their kids to do the wrong things or live by the wrong things. When I say live by the wrong things, I don't think most parents will be happy if their kids are fraudsters or kidnappers or
they're actually parents. They're actually parents that take their children to Yahoo School and subscribe for these children 11 years. I think I've covered about 4 stories, in that inclination that has that sort of scope where the parents actually paid for these children to be enrolled to learn how to commit fraud. So I was just trying to point out that to correct you as regards parents might not want their children, but they're parents that have instinctively taken funds out of their own personal money to pay for their children to learn how to do fraud.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That's how life is. Probably there will always be a percent that is not doing the right thing. So obviously there could be a 1 point or 2% of parents that would even go as far as enrolling their kids to such schools. But the truth still remains that yes, family environments shape behavior, but we can't reduce the rate of cybercrime to parental duties or parenting deficits alone. There are other things to look at. Look at the massive unemployment. There are no jobs. Look at no options for youths. Some will say there are options, but how do they even get these opportunities to start businesses? Fine, let's say you want to get a loan. Sometimes you have to go the extra length. Sometimes you have to know someone before you can even get on board with some of these schemes that I quote supposedly put out for youths
right.
to to empower themselves with. So, yes, parents have their jobs to play, but there are other things involved. And I think those other things are even more important than what parents have to do. Because, of course, before a kid decides to be a fraudster, right, or a cybercrime suspect eventually, that person must be grown up to make decisions for his or herself.
Right.
At that point, that kid is no longer with his family. Whatever Bible verses, whatever Quran verses has been taught to the kid has been taught already, right? Whatever morality has been put in that kid has been put in already. So now the kid has become an adult. So you can't entirely, in as much as there are some parents that would probably not have done the best jobs with with training their kids, it doesn't mean that's the main issue, or that's the foundation of cybercrime, or that will fix cybercrime and fraud in our society. Rather, let's look at all the structural drivers. They get the job in Nigeria, you see that people are ready to work. It shouldn't just be, I'm not just saying just all in white collar jobs. I mean, every year we have thousands, hundreds of thousands of youths graduating from universities. But how many jobs do we have?
Right.
We don't have jobs. Right? So what do you expect people to do? Right? Do you expect them to go back to their parents' house? Oh, because that's
but then again, the lack of jobs in Nigeria, does that justify the crime?
Well, yes, it's part of it. Right? Like I said, it's a mix of that. It's a mix of maybe 1%, 1.0% of parents not doing their due jobs. Jobs is a huge percentage of it, because if these jobs let the jobs people be available, then people do not take it. Then you see if things are different. But I feel like if there are more opportunities for people to maximize, then it will reduce. I was on Instagram a few days ago. That someone was, I think I don't know, I can't remember the name of the channel, but there's this. So I think I've seen two people go on the internet and talk about, they make these thugs, hooligans, fraudsters in some, these areas in Lagos, under the Port Harcourt bridge and all of that. But people will tell you, they went to school, right? They studied for 4 years, they graduated, they came out, no job. One even went to the extent of explaining how he does his whole, fraudstering in quote, how he builds a website and people can enter their details, and along the line, once you enter your store, it captures it,
Right. Lots of brilliance for the bad things, though.
Exactly. But when he got out from school, no way to utilize the skills and talents he had, and he needs to feed, he needs to live, right? Then I'm sure these things are all around you at the end of the day. This do that, do this, before you find yourself being a fraudster and all of that. So if everybody played their part, bottom line, if everybody parents play their part, government should do what? Play their part. If everybody does, then we'll begin to see some improvement in our society. It's not just the parents alone, that's just my stance on this. It's not just the parents, it's not just poverty. It's about the government as well. What are the opportunities you are able to use? What are the schemes? How easy do you make these schemes for people to come to maximize or to leverage? So these are the things we should be talking about, not just trying to pin the issue of parents alone.